Hi, everyone. Welcome to the AWS ASEAN Summit 2022. Incredibly happy that you could join us today. I'm excited to talk about how digitally empowered SMBs have innovated and scaled their businesses. Let me start with a quick introduction. My name is Guneesh Chawla, and I lead the mid-market enterprise and SMB business for Amazon Web Services across ASEAN. Today, I'll talk about 4 key topics. I'll start by talking through the momentum shift that we are seeing through accelerated SMB transformation. Next, I'll focus on how cloud acts as a strategic differentiator to unlock business value. We'll also share customer success stories on digital transformation. And finally, we'll discuss how AWS can partner with you on your cloud journey. Let's get started. In this section, we look at how several business and technology trends are accelerating SMB transformation. We observe 5 key trends in the SMB space. They are increased investment by SMBs in customer-centric digital solutions, stronger operations and backend capabilities, strategic partnerships to boost customer reach and adoption, increased use of cloud by SMBs to drive business agility while at the same time lowering costs, and lastly, data analytics and AI/ML as key differentiators. So let me now expand on some of these trends. Omni-channel, mobile-first solutions like payment wallets, mobile POS systems, digital ledgers, and communication platforms are helping SMBs in their early stages of business lifecycle to scale faster. As SMBs graduate in the business lifecycle, they look for solutions to increase their discoverability and scale their business through websites, online listings, and social media. As the SMBs mature further and look to improve their productivity, efficiency, and governance, a host of SMB-first horizontal solutions are making it easier for them. These solutions traverse multiple areas such as accounting, taxation, HR, customer engagement, logistics and inventory management, process automation, and storage, to name just a few. Additionally, cloud and sophisticated technology offerings such as artificial intelligence and machine learning can help SMBs gain a significant competitive edge and improve their end customer experience. Let's look at these trends more deeply through some stats. According to Bain & Company, 75% of SMBs see digital integration as an opportunity. Another study done by BCG in 2021 showed that more than 80% of businesses have increased presence online, whether this is through websites, social media, marketplaces, or digital marketing. In an IDC study commissioned by AWS, we found that cloud spending accounted for more of the overall IT budget than hardware and traditional infrastructure, as well as traditional software, taking up over a third of the overall SMB IT budget in 2021. Collectively, these trends are signaling that SMBs are accelerating their digital transformation efforts. In the next section, we will look at how cloud acts as a strategic differentiator to unlock business value. Based on a global study conducted across AWS customers, the reported benefits that organizations achieved is telling. 27% reduction in average ID infrastructure spend per user, 58% more efficient ID infrastructure staff, 57% decrease in application downtime, and a 37% reduction in time to market. By deploying applications in the AWS cloud, our customers have not only achieved cost savings and operational efficiencies, but they've also shifted resources to high-impact, value-adding tasks to better deliver products and services to their end customers. So let's look at cost savings, which is often a high priority when SMBs initially consider cloud adoption. As you saw in the previous slide, AWS customers on average achieve a 27.4% reduction in average IT infrastructure spend per user compared to on-premises IT. What we also observe is that driven by economies of scale, larger applications see greater cost reductions, averaging 42.4% lower cost per user for applications which are typically more than 1,000 users. customers with more than half their infrastructure on AWS report 62% lower costs than those with a smaller footprint. In summary, cost savings and operational efficiencies are key benefits of moving to the cloud for SMBs. In the next section, we will share customer success stories on digital transformation. In ASEAN, customers across virtually every industry and of every size are increasingly leveraging AWS. They have leveraged technology to build new business models, launch innovative products and services, and create new sales and customer engagement models. And they are reaping the rewards of going digital: faster growth, higher margins, and more business. This slide shows just some examples of ASEAN businesses who have adopted and benefited from AWS. Today, we have two in-depth customer stories to share. First, we have Vimal Gungadeen, founder and CEO of Global Sign-In, who will talk about pivoting their business model through cloud. Welcome, Vimal.
Hi, my name is Vimal Gungadeen, and I'm the CEO of GiveMe. Today, I'd like to share with you about the transformation journey we've been through as a company over the past 2 years. GiveMe is a platform that provides technologies for events. And by events, I mean internal company meetings, town halls, and external events like conferences and trade shows. Before the pandemic, our focus was very much on in-person events. But then, as we all know, the world simply locked down. This was the first time ever where not only one country was affected, but pretty much the whole world. Meeting in groups simply became illegal, and as such, in-person events suddenly became a forbidden activity. As you can imagine, companies in the hospitality industries were badly hit, and evidently, we were affected as well, with our sales bookings quickly evaporating in 2020. And when you're the leader of such a company in such a position, I can tell you, these are scary times. So what do you do then? Well, in our case, we pivoted. But I think more importantly, we pivoted fast. We pivoted into an area where we could leverage on our years of experience in the events industry and serve our customers that we clearly understood. So we pivoted into virtual events. Now, we didn't want to put lipstick on a pig. We wanted to reimagine virtual events. The first thing we wanted to do was to ensure virtual events would be of broadcast TV quality and not just a boring Zoom call. And we moved fast. Now, I got the inspiration watching the news with the TV host interviewing expert panels located remotely. Now, the question was, why couldn't this be done easily and cheaply for virtual events? So we rallied our team to figure it out. A few days later, we had something working. And just within a week, we had a prototype already built up. And we eventually productized it all and launched a digital events platform. And since then, we've been through multiple product iterations and enhancements. And we built the platform so that it could power any type of events. Now, let me show you some examples. We powered companies' dinner and dance that went virtual. Now, such events would typically be in-person only, but you'd be amazed how engaged employees can be even in such virtual settings. We powered sales kickoff meetings. These are events that are typically regional in nature and involve different speakers all coming together. We powered internal learning festivals where employees from global offices would get together to educate themselves. And these can be week-long activities, so it's important that the experience looks exciting and elevate engagement. We powered career fairs. What you're seeing here is an example of a realistic design. And the whole experience is interspersed with pragmatic 2D page designs showing company listings and booths. We powered virtual awards. And here you can see Oprah addressing researchers who work tirelessly on vaccination and cures for COVID-19. But in so much that we talk about virtual, the next trend that is coming up is really hybrid. And our platform has already morphed to cater for such event formats. We powered hybrid conferences. Now, this picture that you see here has become an iconic one. It's at the hybrid studio at Marina Bay Sands in Singapore, and it was very much the first of its kind. Today, MBS doesn't sell just physical space to their customers, but they sell digital space as well, and they call that the virtual meeting place. And our platform today powers that. And perhaps the proudest event we've worked on so far was the recent Singapore Fintech Festival. That's a hybrid event that brought together over 60,000 people. And as you can see here, there's Vitalik speaking in front of thousands of crypto enthusiasts. Now, all these examples that are shared with you all look different. That's because we built a platform that is presentation agnostic. We built a no-code editor that our customers like to call a Wix for virtual events. You just drag and drop, and that's a tool that marketers and event professionals can easily use to build customized virtual experiences. With this approach, we nailed the product market fit. In 2020, our platform powered nearly 4,000 events, which was quite good already. But in 2021, that grew to 17,000 events. Now, what I've showed you here is quite a lot that we've built over the past 2 years. And I can say the only way we could achieve this was through abstraction. And that's where we've loved working with AWS. AWS has been our abstraction layer at just so many levels. AWS powers our serverless architecture and a large part of our security and compliance needs. Now, that's probably something that you're already familiar with as to what AWS does. But we leverage on AWS for higher level abstractions as well, for our real-time infrastructure, for our AI infrastructure. And as a virtual event platform, it is important for us to be rock solid on live streaming and online meetings. And we became really good at that. And how we did that was we leveraged on AWS IVS and the Chime SDK to achieve that. You see, when we had to build our online meeting capabilities, we could have gone ahead and built it all by ourselves. But that would have taken us a long time, and we just couldn't afford that. So we leveraged on the Chime SDK, an open source library that is, more importantly, maintained by AWS. And that library, when we analyzed that, we saw that the AWS team probably spent a whopping 11.5 man-months developing that. Now, that's the time that we saved, and that's how we moved fast. So we ended up spending more time listening and working with our customers from various industries: media, pharma, life sciences, education, tech, fintech, and government. And you can see some of the marvelous logos here. But perhaps the very best thing about working with AWS was that the Amazon culture just rubs off on you. Jeff Bezos famously said, "Your margin is my opportunity." And our AWS account manager literally took that at heart. He was constantly in touch with us to find ways to optimize our costs and to uncover better ways for us to implement things. So we ended up re-architecting many components, and that eventually brought down our costs. And now, in turn, we are passing these cost savings down to our customers. So we recently launched a pay-per-use model where we charge only $5 or even lower per attendee, and that's it. We abstract the complexity of running a virtual event for our customers at an affordable pricing model. And we see this opening up a whole new market segment for us. And here you have it, the transformational journey we've been through over the past 2 years. We are today an omni-channel event platform. We power events that can be in person, virtual, hybrid, metaverse, or you know what, anything in between. My name is Vimal Gangadin, and it's been a pleasure sharing our story with you.
Thank you, Vimal. It was impactful to see how Global Sign-In was able to pivot its business model during the pandemic through technology and cloud. We will now transition to Rodrigo Nanjari Chief Technology Officer of Shakey's Pizza. Rodrigo will share how Shakey's was able to modernize and scale their business to tackle high growth in demand.
Shakey's is the dominant full-service pizza chain in the Philippines, with 47 years of presence in the country, more than 260 stores, and 67% of market share, making Shakey's the preferred pizza brand in the Philippines. In fact, despite the strong restriction due to COVID-19, Shakey's managed to cook more than 10 million pizzas during 2021. Our company has a strong guest-centric culture. There's always a drive to provide the best experience to our guests. Because of that, Shakey's has implemented one of the largest loyalty programs in the Philippines, with more than 1 million active users. Also, Shakey's was the first food company in the country to launch a delivery app. That was back in 2016. We're always finding ways to wow our guests. Shakey's is well known for the restaurant experience we provide to our guests. But the pandemic triggered a change of habits in our guests by multiplying their demand of our digital channels. Our mobile app was not relevant to our guests by that time, mainly because of a frustrating ordering experience. Moreover, neither the app nor the web were able to provide a seamless experience during high-demand days. From the innovation perspective, the implementation of new business ideas in a timely fashion turned out to be a heavy challenge when running Shakey's app in legacy technologies. In fact, adding a new product or promotion sometimes could take days or weeks. We started exploring partnership with third vendors in order to expand our core offering, but our legacy technology offers serious challenges for us to integrate with them. In terms of diversification, Shakey's is present in multiple delivery platforms such as Foodpanda, Grab, and others. Although we recognize the relevance of these channels, we felt that we needed to provide a modern and reliable delivery platform to cater the needs of our most loyal base, those recurrent guests that think of Shakey's every time that they want to have fun and good times. The journey started with the architectural discussion on how to create a new core platform to support multiple digital channels without experiencing the same challenges as legacy platform. We decided to use cloud services provided by AWS. After 2 months, we had the first version of our backend with key modules such as account registration, product catalog, order, and checkout. In preparation for the launch of the new app, we needed to migrate some of components from the legacy platforms to the new architecture and finally launch the new app in June 2021. The launch milestone initiated a decommissioning process of our legacy platform, but in doing so, we realized of the many possibilities ahead. This was just the beginning of our transformation process. The new app has been designed to simplify the ordering experience as much as possible, so that our guests can easily register, navigate the menu, easily explore any product option, and place the order. All intuitive and seamless, even during times of high demand. One of the main pillars driving the guest journey in the new app has been the inclusion of meaningful tracking capabilities. With this, our guests are able to see what is the status of their order at any given time. A dynamic map is also available in the app to visualize the location of the driver real time. This is something that our guests have celebrated so much with this new app. A third pillar is the easy access to our loyalty program, Supercard, which is now fully integrated in our new app. With this, our guests are able to access all the benefits of the program. With these 3 pillars as combined, we are able to provide a superior experience to our guests when using the app. Our new core platform is a distributed system made of microservices. We have leveraged serverless computing of AWS, such as Lambda, Elastic Container Service to run scalable microservices, DynamoDB to enable data operations with high performance and scalability. We have also assembled a serverless data analytics layer to capture event-driven data points, helping us better understand our guests. The reason for us to rely on serverless computing is to add as much flexibility as possible to our core so that we can simplify the integration with third-party vendors. At the same time, we want to reduce complexity of our IT operations and governance so that we can dedicate more time to process improvement. After 8-month rollout, the outcome is much better than expected. From guest centricity perspective, our app has been receiving positive reviews since we first launched. The app is also listed in the top 10 charts of food and drink category. We're happy to see how this app is become more and more relevant to our guests. Innovation is not an impossible now. With this new architecture, we have accelerated the time to market required to launch a new promotion, a new product in our catalog. Now we have the capability to integrate with third-party providers without compromising compliance or introducing heavy operational cost. This opens new possibilities to extend our capabilities beyond our core platform. We're now exploring new guest journeys and personalization based on the analytics capabilities we have integrated with the app. This is driving new product ideas, new ways to wow our guests. Our data shows that we have increased the numbers of active guests ordering via this new app in 4 times since we first launched. The sales contribution of the app has increased 3 times. We have assembled a new ecosystem with the help of cloud services. Although we have started this journey with a new app, we foresee the extension of that ecosystem to integrate other business areas in the company so that we will consolidate our enterprise architecture based on the well-architected framework of AWS. We have already implemented AWS Data Lake, but further adoption must follow. During 2022, we will accelerate the use of Data Lake with the help of QuickSight. We want to democratize the data-driven decision-making, not only at the headquarters, but also at the store level. We will provide our kitchens with more tech to collect more relevant information about our processes. Just to mention some examples, we're planning to implement automated quality control of our pizzas by using AWS Lookup for vision and recognition. We're also aiming to introduce automation in our demand planning by using AWS Forecast. Finally, our recipe for digital transformation has been always to consider the guest at the center of everything we do. We're looking forward to continuing our digital journey and wowing our guests with the help of cloud services.
Thank you, Rodrigo. It was fascinating to hear how Shakey's has used cloud to support its business. Having heard from our customers, in the next section, we will talk about how AWS can partner with you on your cloud journey. Let me start by addressing a question we often get from our customers. Why AWS? Customers have selected AWS for years because we have proven ourselves committed to customer success, making us the leading cloud platform. Our ability to innovate for our customers is one of the reasons why we're growing faster than any other IT enterprise in history. AWS helps you get the most from cloud through the following key differentiators. Firstly, platform breadth and depth. AWS is the world's most comprehensive and broadly adopted cloud platform, offering over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally. AWS is also innovating faster than anyone else, and that gap in capability continues to expand. Secondly, cost savings and flexibility. We help our customers to continuously lower their TCO, i.e. total cost of ownership, by passing on the cost benefits derived from our economies of scale. AWS has done over 110 price reductions since we launched in 2006. Thirdly, agility and elasticity. AWS has unmatched experience, maturity, reliability, security, and performance. We are innovating at an unmatched pace that continues to accelerate every year, allowing you to take advantage of the latest technologies and automation to deliver value for your business. Years of listening and learning from our customers and our commitment to constant iteration help us deliver superior operational performance that you can depend on for your most important workloads. Fourth, going global in minutes. the AWS global infrastructure delivers a cloud infrastructure companies can depend on, no matter your size, changing needs, or challenges. When deploying your applications and workloads to the cloud, you have the flexibility in selecting a cloud data center location that is closest to your primary target of users. Lastly, enterprise-class security. AWS provides more complete support for enterprise security requirements than any other cloud provider. Our core infrastructure is built to satisfy the security requirements for military, global banks, and other high-sensitivity organizations. With over 15 years of supporting customer innovation in the cloud and millions of customers around the world running a wide variety of use cases, AWS has the most operational experience at greater scale than any other cloud provider. As you pursue your digital transformation journey, we are available as a team to support you. There are different ways in which you can get to know and start with AWS. Choose the one that is most relevant, accessible, and comfortable for you. For example, for SMBs that are exploring cloud, the AWS free tier provides customers the ability to explore and try out AWS services free of charge up to specified limits for each service. We also have a global community of partners who leverage AWS to build solutions and services for customers. SMBs can migrate any workloads such as applications, websites, databases, storage, physical or virtual servers, and even entire data centers from an on-premises environment, hosting facility, or other public cloud to AWS. To gain hands-on experience with AWS, access the digital training built by AWS experts. Attend our instructor-led classes by qualified AWS instructors and learn how to design, deploy, and operate highly available, cost-effective, and secure applications on AWS. Validate your technical expertise with AWS and use practice exams to help you prepare for AWS certification. In closing, I want to leave you with 3 key messages. Technology is accelerating SMB transformation and can provide you with significant strategic differentiation. Cloud is the new normal and makes technology easier, faster, and cheaper. And AWS helps you get the most from the cloud. We look forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for attending the session today. We really appreciate your feedback so that we can better understand the topics and services you would like to know more about. So please do take the time to fill out our survey and let us know what you think. Thank you again, and have a great day.